Hello and welcome to Fiscal Talk series about Serbia. Like we promised, we're sharing our knowledge about the 4 key elements that are crucial in new fiscal system in Serbia. So today, keep watching in order to learn all you need to know about the fiscal receipt processor from me. So let's start. I will be like a little teacher for you today, and I will give you an overview of most important functions of the fiscal receipt processor. So, fiscal receipt processor can be a hardware or a software element, and it is responsible for fiscalization, for the delivery of issued fiscal receipts to Serbian tax authority, and for transaction storage. It is a very important part of new fiscalization in Serbia because it enables the issuance of fiscal receipts when the communication with fiscalization management system cannot be established, and also because it communicates with the security element in order to create the signature, later on processing the signed data to fiscalization management system. To summarize, a very important function of the fiscal receipt processor is to receive the data from the cash register application, to analyze the data, to fiscalize it, and then to send back that fiscalized data to the cash register application. Also, fiscal receipt processor is sending the fiscal data to fiscalization management system, and it is also receiving the commands from it. Like you know, one of the most important things in new fiscal system in Serbia is communication with Serbian tax authority in real time, which is done with the fiscal receipt processor, and that is why it's important for the fiscal receipt processor to have calendar up to date. When we're talking about the fiscal receipt processor, it is very important to mention its different possible locations. So, depending on where the fiscal receipt processor is located, and it can be located at the tax authority, at the retailer, or at the fiscal software provider infrastructure, we have 2 possible locations, or we can say maybe 2 types of fiscal receipt processors, and that is virtual processor of fiscal receipts, where the processor of fiscal receipts is located at the tax authority, and the local processor of fiscal receipts, when the processor of fiscal receipts is located locally at the retailer. Let me just give you a few more details about these. When we're talking about the virtual processor of fiscal receipts, it is very important to understand that when we're using this kind of fiscal receipt processor, and when the connection between the retailer and the Serbian tax authority is broken for any reason, the retailers cannot operate, because with this kind of fiscal receipt processors, retailers cannot work in offline regime. With the local processor fiscal receipt, the situation is a bit different, because this type of fiscal receipt processor allows retailers to work in offline regime up to 5 days, which is actually very important, you will agree with me, to be able to operate, sell in any situation, even if the internet connection is broken, which can happen sometimes. With these types of fiscal receipts processors, I will finish today's fiscal talk and kindly remind you to comment below or send us an email if you have a question about this topic or fiscalization topic in general. We are here to make your fiscalization process excellent, so make sure you stay tuned and keep watching our fiscal talk. Until next time, bye!